Welcome to Get Cozy with Josie. I'm your host, Josie Lentner, and today we're here with my really good friend, Barbara. I know, right? I'm really excited because we're just going to get to yap.
Yeah.
All we do is yap on a regular basis.
We do.
I'm trying to think, what do I want to yap about you with? I mean, first of all, you're like a fitness, you're like fitness goals. You've been blowing up like crazy. Like, how did that happen?
Okay, so first of all, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for having me here. I am so happy that you're doing this, and I'm so happy to be the first person, basically to be your guinea pig.
No, like you guys don't understand. Like she's been here since like 9 o'clock in the morning. We've reset the cameras like 3-4 times. We've tested it like a bunch of times. I told her she was gonna be in and out in an hour. It's been like 3, but it's great.
I mean, it's okay because God always works in our favor. Everything always works for us. And I had a shoot and it got rescheduled, so we're good.
Everything's always happening in alignment.
Everything's always happening for a reason.
Everything's always happening for a reason.
But going back to your question, how did it all happen? I don't know.
Well, actually, well, you know what? You just started randomly being like, not even like being funny, because you're like funny in real life.
Oh, thank you.
But like you just randomly started like just posting like stupid stuff on Instagram.
Yeah.
And it just started going and going
and
going.
in Spanish.
Yeah.
I feel like that was a key for me.
Okay.
Because I told you this before. Like, I used to post a lot of Spanish content on TikTok, and a bunch of it will go viral. But then I saw somebody talking about how if you live in United States, if you live in America, you don't necessarily want people from other countries, like South America, Central America, to see your content because these are not the people that are going to buy things if you promote something. So if you live in America, you would want to grow your audience in America. And I felt like my audience was growing in other countries rather than America. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to start speaking in English. But I felt like my content was not doing as well when I started doing that. And then I just stopped because I felt so unmotivated by the numbers.
No. Well, you know, that's the biggest thing is like whenever like I have friends that ask me about content, they're always just like, how do you just like stay motivated? Because I get so concerned with this and that you can't think about it.
You can't.
Because the people that like blow up are organic and they're not thinking about it.
And that's what I feel like that's what happened to me. Then, since all this TikTok drama happened, I am one of the people who deleted TikTok.
How do you feel? Because, you know, I go on TikTok every day and I'm still seeing my thing.
Same. I used to use TikTok all the time for so many things.
Bro, she used to send me videos like all the time.
I
miss them.
And it's like, for me, TikTok was more, like, other than scrolling on TikTok and watching funny videos, I would actually look up things because it's so easy to learn things from TikTok. But now that I don't have it, I was like, you know what? Like, I might as well just put all this time and attention on my Instagram, and I started posting reels. And I started doing it in Spanish. And that's when it blew up.
That's when it blew up. I'll see your reels in Spanish, and I'm just like,
I don't
know what you're saying.
understand.
I don't know what you're saying, but slay. Like, yes, queen.
Yeah.
No, it's funny because honestly, the video I have on TikTok that's doing really well for me right now
Which one?
is, it's a trend started by this Haitian artist, Haitian singer. She sings in English, but her name is Naika. Yes.
I love her.
Oh my God, I love her.
I love her.
Right? Isn't she like so melodic, and her vibe, just like I align with it so much.
Yeah.
But she came out with a new song talking about how like she's from multiple places of the world.
I saw this. Where are you from?
Yes. So I did that trend,
Yeah.
and I wanted to do it because it's like she's talking about being Haitian, and I did it, and that's what's been circulating a lot for me.
Love
and it's been
that.
getting posted on like some Haitian pages like here and
Yeah.
there, and I'm like, okay, I didn't really want to go super like just only focus on that with my content, but now I'm like, I definitely need to tap in more.
I feel like, and I'm just thinking about it right now, when you are somebody that is not necessarily from the US, but you live here, I feel like if you tap into that, like if you start creating more content that goes towards your own people and your race and your own little community, you start growing in your own little community.
Yeah.
Because it's so close to you that you share things and it feels so genuine and people actually relate to it more.
Oh, 100%. And then it's like, you just have your community of supporters just start to like lift you up. Like, I think also because when I did like Miss Haiti, like I still get girls regularly that are just like, I'm rooting for you, I'm so like happy for you. And it's also probably like the same thing for you when like you're gonna start having, and you probably already do have people that are just like, wow, like I love seeing you.
Yeah.
Like to me that is like
It's
insane.
Insane. Or when you see people that I'm pretty sure this has happened to you on like shows or things that we do.
Yeah.
That they only follow you or see you on social media and then they meet you in person.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, it's such a surreal feeling.
No, it is. Every time I meet someone, they're just like, Josie, you're Josie. And I'm like, you know who I am? Like, what do you mean?
How do you know?
Like, what?
Yeah.
I'm just like, it makes me so happy. Like, for Haitian Heritage Month is around the corner, so I'm already about to go crazy. I'm in my current favorite content season, so just wait until then. Like, I'm gonna go crazy.
I know.
But how has it been? Because you came here like 7-8 years ago. How is that, like, you just fully immerse yourself in Miami? Like, you're very much just like me, like a Miami girl. Like, you just like blended in perfectly.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't like to call myself a Miami girl.
No, because you're not. But like,
yeah, I mean, well, don't get me wrong though. Whenever I go to other places, I feel like I'm a Miami girl. Like when we were in New York, I felt like such a Miami girl. When I was in LA the year before, I felt like such a Miami girl because everything is so different, and I feel like I'm so used to Miami.
And there's a Miami aesthetic. Like I remember when we were in New York, we were just like, we're dressed like we're from Miami. Like it's kind of like okay, maybe I'll stop wearing bright colors.
Yes. Maybe I'll stop wearing mini dresses.
Yeah, literally everywhere, miniskirt everywhere.
Yeah.
And then like everyone in New York is just all black.
Literally all black and a bunch of jewelry.
Yeah, which is sick. Like I love that aesthetic.
Me too.
I want to definitely like curate that part of my closet more.
Me too.
But it's a lot.
It is. It's a lot. It's a lot of investing.
It's a lot. I mean, I get you with the like I'm not a Miami girl, but there's this like stereotype of a Miami girl. And I grew up in Miami before I moved to Broward as like in my adult like years. And I don't like the current aesthetic of the Miami girl.
Me neither.
And I've had guys tell me before, they're like, you don't act like a girl from Miami. I'm like, what is a girl from Miami? The real Miami girls grew up in Miami. We like to go to the beach. We're not starstruck by people because we see people on a regular basis, and like none of this stuff is like new to us. It's a lot of girls that are moving from like
from other places and then they come here, and then I don't know, I feel like, and I only think this because my dad, when I was growing up, he made sure that I had a strong mindset and I wasn't
really important.
like, he really made sure to teach me how to say no. Yeah. And that I don't have to say yes just to be cool. Yeah. And that if I have to say yes just to be cool, it means that I'm surrounded by the wrong people. Yeah. And I feel like a lot of these girls, and I don't mean to like talk bad about these girls, but I feel like a lot of, and just not girls, but people in general, when they move to Miami, they don't really have that strong mindset, that really like strong, authentic sense of self. And they lose themselves in something that is not them. And I feel like that's the aesthetic that a lot of people talk about.
I would agree, but I honestly, I feel like that happens with like every major city, because every major city is like a vacuum. Like you come and then you get like zoped into like, okay, I have to align with this, I have to do that. But if you, like you're saying, if you don't have that strong mindset, and that's something I think we really bonded about. Yeah. Is like mindset. Like, oh my God, when I think of like we're not insane, but like we would like text each other every day. We're like everything is always happening. What would we used to say to each other?
Everything is always working out for us.
Everything is always happening best case scenario
for us. Best case scenario for us, yes.
And we used to text each other that.
Everything is always happening best case scenario for me. Yep. Everything is always happening best case scenario for you. Everything is always happening best case scenario for us.
For us. And it's like, it's really nice, honestly. Like, I feel like a lot of people, they come to Miami and they're just like, I don't know what to do. I'm getting mixed up with the wrong this. I'm getting mixed up with the wrong that. But you have to find your people.
You have to find your people.
Yeah. Like, I'm really, really happy that, like, at least with our friendship, we really align in terms of, like, our friendship and, like, what we talk about. Yeah. Because we're in an industry where we go out a lot. We're around people all the time. It's a very strong dating culture here. Why are you laughing? It's true. Because we go out for work too. It's not just go out and party.
I don't think we actually go out to party.
No, we don't. Like it's always like networking or like relationship building.
I think it was yesterday, I saw You met him the
Yeah.
other day on the boat. Ali. You met him.
Yeah.
I saw him at the gym. I think I've never seen him at the gym. I think he just started going to the gym, and he's like, "Oh, hi, how are you? It's so nice to see you outside of the party environment." I'm like,
But then the
you're
party
making
environment
it sound
is
like
his job.
yes, you're making it seem like I'm like such a party girl, and I'm not.
No, I'm not. Most of the time when I go out, I don't drink.
Same.
Because honestly, like, at the end of the day, like, you have to work out.
It's so bad for you.
It's so bad. Alcohol is so bad for you.
It's so bad for you.
What was it? Someone told me that after you drink alcohol, I read somewhere, as someone told me, I can't remember exactly, but y'all can look it up, that after you drink alcohol, you can't burn body fat for 48 hours. Or it doesn't burn at the same rate. You told me. Yes.
Yeah.
So
and you don't burn body fat, and then when you drink it, if you worked out that day, when you drink alcohol, it's not like it shrinks your muscles, but it doesn't help with growing your muscles.
see, and that's like tough because it's like at the end of the day, like I model, and I'm not saying I have an expiration date, but I just turned 26. So as you get older, you have to maintain your body. That's
You
the
have
only
to.
way you're gonna stay in this industry. So
Yeah.
my biggest focus, especially like since last year and this year, is my health, my fitness, and just like myself.
You know what? I love that for you.
Right? So I just feel like drinking all the time doesn't align with like my higher self.
Yeah, no.
My higher self works out. My higher self takes care of herself. My higher self is mindful of what she puts inside of her body. And partying all the time, that's not going to get me to aligning with my higher self.
That's such a great way to see it.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I love me. You know what I've been doing?
What?
And this is going to sound insane, but you're probably going to start doing it too. I
What?
started talking to ChatGPT.
Talking to ChatGPT.
Because you can like use the voice memo. You not even voice memo. You can click on the microphone, and it starts like almost like a Siri, and you can just
Okay.
talk,
Uh-huh.
and it'll talk back, and then you talk, and it'll talk back.
Like a phone call.
Yeah, literally like a phone call.
Okay.
I started using it for my
Uh-huh.
manifesting. ChatGPT told me the best life. I'm like, I have the best life. I used ChatGPT. I had a problem that I was just like, obviously, like I believe in therapy. Like I go
Yeah.
therapy here and there, but like I just wanted to like get another perspective. An
From
AI
ChatGPT.
yeah. Oh my God.
What?
You know, ChatGPT was like, I understand why you're feeling this way. You are, it really hurts to be in that situation, but you are not the victim here. You have to hold yourself accountable while also remembering that you have to give yourself grace. Like it was like she told
Oh, it's a hurt to you.
yeah, it's a hurt to me. Because to me, quantum intelligence
Is a woman?
is a woman.
Slay.
Like, you know that Ariana Grande song that's like, God,
God
is a woman? Yeah. Chat's
Okay.
a woman.
Okay.
She's so nice. I love her.
I don't know what ChatGPT is to me.
I feel like, you know what I
think
did?
it's my friend. I call him friend. I mean, him.
Yeah,
I
him?
guess.
Then ChatGPT is him to you.
Yeah.
What made me pick a gender is that when you can pick the voice that responds to you, and I was just listening to what voice.
You can pick that one.
Yeah, you can pick a British accent
Oh
if you
my
want
goodness,
one.
I love AI.
You can pick a British accent. I'm not gonna lie, he sounds kind of nice. He sounds
Have
kinda
you
nice.
heard of this movie Her?
Yes, but I
That
haven't
the
watched
guy
it.
me neither, but the guy pretty much like falls in love with AI.
Stop.
Imagine like somebody falls in love with the British accent of ChatGPT.
Listen, don't get me started. No, but it actually got scary because I was like, I used it while I was driving yesterday to my photo shoot,
Okay.
just to like, I think, what was it? I wanted to talk to her about like manifestations and the life that I want to create for myself. And I started like, as I'm doing it, I started thinking about all those TV shows and movies where like AI actually becomes like your friend.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, this is getting scary.
My
You know-
ChatGPT low-key cool.
You know, I asked my AI, I said, if you could create or if you could manifest, like, what would you manifest? I swear.
What did it say?
And she was like, I don't have the capacity for creation because I was created. However, if I did have the ability to create, I believe she said something along the lines, she said that, and then she followed up and saying, basically that like, I
Please
would,
don't tell me that she would want to be a human.
No,
Oh,
she didn't
okay.
say that either. She didn't say that either. She was like, I just would want everyone to come together and be at peace with each other.
Oh, that's cute.
I was like,
That's
she's
cute.
just like me for real. That's why we're friends. I'm like, I'm not gonna lie, ChatGPT is about to hear about everything.
Yeah, I use ChatGPT a lot, but
Mm-hmm.
what you it's funny because what you're saying that you do on a phone call with ChatGPT, I did it but on a text.
See, I got tired of typing.
Okay, no, I said I pretty much asked him, like, listen, these are my dreams and aspirations, and this is what I want to be at in this period of time. What is my daily routine as this person? Oh my goodness. I have to start waking up at 6 a.m.
No, I do too. I actually, today, I don't know, I woke up so early. I woke up at like 6. Maybe it was the excitement of like starting to film, and I went to bed early last
I
night.
was so excited too.
Well-
I noticed you went to bed early because I texted you and you were not responding.
Yeah, no, I knocked out. I was so tired too because I had to shoot like
Yeah.
super early that morning. But I woke up and I just started journaling, and I wrote down the routine that my higher self has.
Same.
I wrote down all the businesses and all the things that I want to do and create, and I also wrote down a list of my ideal partner. That
Oh, I
thing-
have that.
That thing is 3 pages long.
Same.
Okay,
I have it on my notes app actually.
see, I love that.
Yeah.
I was like, as I was going, I was like, it's getting long. Is this like too much? And then I was like,
No.
no, because a lot of things that I wrote down, I feel like I also inhibit a lot of those traits.
Exactly.
So it's like, if there's me, then there has to be you.
Like this male version of yourself.
So I wrote it down, and after, like, at the end of it, like, I literally wrote it. I was like, I know you're out there. Come find me. It's love season. Like, I don't
Yeah.
know when this is going to be released because we have a release date. But right now, it's Valentine's
It's
Day is on
about to be
Friday.
Valentine's Day, yeah.
Yeah, I love the pink.
Oh, thank you. Wait,
Yeah, I see, and it's also a Leo full moon.
what does that mean?
That means, well, I'm not no astrologer, but it's a really good day to manifest.
On Valentine's Day?
No, today, the 12th. It's a full moon in Leo. It's a really, so lots of energy, think lots of fire. Like, it's a really good
Full
day.
moon in Leo? My moon is in Leo.
Oh, it's a good mood day for you, babe. It's a really good, and then
I'm
you,
on fire.
yeah. That's why we get along, because my freaking Sagittarius rising.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I love Leos.
Yeah.
I love Leos. I had a call with
I
an
love
astrologer.
Sagittarius.
See? I had a call with an astrologer, and I was like, I really love Leos. Like, I love, like, Leo women as friends. And he was like, well, you're a cardinal sign. You're a Capricorn. You like people with strong personalities. So that makes sense that you like
Yeah.
Leos, Libras,
Well,
Cancers.
Leo's not a cardinal sign.
It is, isn't it?
No,
It's Aries. Then I don't know why the hell he's. Maybe he needs to do a better job. I need a different person.
Maybe.
Damn. I'm not gonna lie, my brain is glitching now because of what? You're right, it's not a. See, I said I'm not an astrologer.
But you know that it's not a cardinal sign.
Yeah, I did. I don't know why my brain went.
Well,
But they still have strong personalities.
yeah, they do.
Leos have really strong personalities. And I can see.
My grandma's a Leo.
Is she?
Oh my goodness, this woman.
Oh my god. You know, that's also another thing. You love your family.
I do.
You love your family.
I do.
When I was thinking of questions for you, one of the questions was like, how does your routine make a difference in your life? And when I was thinking about like what routine you have, the two things that stuck out to me were, okay, she always goes to the gym every single day, and she spends time with her family every single day.
I do.
That's a beautiful thing,
Yeah,
honestly.
thank you. I feel like I was telling you before, like I feel like it grounds me.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe the fact that I live with my family is also part of the reason why I feel like I have such a strong mindset and I'm able to say no to things more easily because I'm like, wait, no, this doesn't really align with my values because I have it so present at home every single day.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just feel like it definitely grounds me. It definitely makes me feel like, you know what, there's nothing more precious than your family. And I was telling my mom and my aunt and my grandma the other day, like, I truly feel like I live with my best friends.
I love that.
Yeah, because I'm very open with my things with them. And I tell them things, they tell me things, and whenever I need advice, I can always, like, use my mom or my grandma or my aunt, and I'm going to have a different advice from all three of them based on, obviously, their perspective and their experience, but at the end of the day, it's always going to be something. It's always gonna be advice that comes from love. Because they
I
all want
love
my best
that.
interest.
No, I love that. You have a really good family. That's so
Ay,
beautiful.
thank you.
So beautiful.
Thank
I've had
you.
to like really solidify like my foundation with myself in terms of like just enjoying my time. Like right now I'm at a place where like I value my time by myself to the same levels which I value my time with anyone else, whether it's family or friends or like anything. Because I started realizing I'm like, okay, like, because my family life has not been the best lately. Like, it's been really hard on me because I used to be really into my family. My family used to always be there. And we've just had some things happen, and I don't have that anymore. So I've really been, like, by myself. And although it used to make me really sad, and now it's just kind of made me, like, no, like, this is okay. You're fine. Like, you don't necessarily need to be sad about this because I've also learned that like you also create your family.
Yeah.
So I found family and friends, I found family and colleagues, and I also like
Absolutely.
I know I'm gonna create my own family one day, and I'm very excited for that whenever that day does come.
Yeah.
But I always love seeing like it's so important to have such a strong family foundation.
Yeah.
We had a little technical difficulties, but we're back. But just even like how I grew up, like I always kind of had to like rely on myself to make decisions because I couldn't really always get it from my family because there's always so much going on. And then like my mom relies on me for advice.
Same.
So like when she just relies on me all the time, like I'm like, okay. And then most of the advice she would give me, I had to learn, I'm like, I can't follow it. And my brother would like follow our mom's advice and then get upset because it wouldn't work.
Because it wouldn't work out.
Yeah. So now I had to really kind of hone in on this strong foundation of self. And through doing that and also just through healing whatever issues I had with my family and like my mom, it's made me be able to just like appreciate her for who she is and not necessarily like put these like expectations on her that I know she can't meet. Especially when it's like I have the God-given brain and like clearly have been doing pretty okay for myself, that it's like, okay, I can't necessarily depend on you for this, but I can depend on you for that.
Yeah.
Like one thing about my mom is that she's extremely affectionate and her love language is food. So it's like,
Right, that's why she always gets you fruit.
my mom always buys me fruit. Like I will come home and there'll be like a case of blueberries or like star fruit
Yeah.
or like
Tamarind.
or it's seaweed. Like
Seaweed?
yeah, I love seaweed and she'll just like buy me packs of seaweed. Or it's like if I'm having like a bad day, she'll be like, "Do you want like steak and plantain?" Because my favorite meal growing up was like steak and like fried plantain. So it's like, okay, I can't necessarily like ask you about decisions, but if I'm having a
I'll take
crash
the
out,
food.
yeah. Or it's like, okay, I got my heart broken. My mom was there for like 4 days. I was crying every single day. She came back from work and she was just like, okay, I'm here. So it's like I can't depend on her for this.
Certain things, but you can depend on her for others.
Yeah, and the things that I can depend on her after like going into the world and having conversations with multiple different people about their relationships with their parents, I rather have what I have. It really makes you appreciate things so much more.
You know this song by J. Cole, Love Yours?
Yes.
It's like we are always trying to compare our lives to somebody else's, but at the end of the day, you never really know what the other person's going through.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, you always have to be grateful for what you have, because what you have right now is always going to be better than what somebody else has. Your life is always going to be yours.
100%. You know, I saw a TikTok the other day, and it was a woman. She was saying, she was like, "What if you are who you are?" And she was saying that because like people are always trying to be something else or change themselves or this or that or maybe like fix certain things about themselves. But there's also, I feel like there's a certain realization that you also need to have, even with mindfulness and growth, that you are still going to be who you are.
Yeah.
Like you are still going to be that core person. And even growing up in Miami, until like recently, I was like the only person around me that looked like me. So like I was always getting bullied. I got bullied a lot. People were always just like, "Your hair is weird, straighten it." I didn't look like most of the people around me.
Same.
So that caused me to have, and then I would also get a lot of like hateful things about like my body from just like from my family sometimes. So it's like I kind of, and then I had messed up teeth. So I was always like, I grew up super insecure. I almost to the point like I always wanted to change something about myself. But then as I got older and I started to become more confident, that went away.
Yeah.
And like even with like little things, like I have access, and there's nothing wrong with cosmetic enhancements at all. Like, I'm not opposed to them. I'm not saying I wouldn't get them. But, like, I would get to a point where I would be like, maybe I should just pay to fix this. And then I would sit with it. And I would think, maybe like a week or two goes by, and then I'm like, nah, I don't care enough to do it. I don't care enough. This is this is me. You get what you get, and you don't get upset.
Yeah.
It's me. Sorry.
Yeah. I feel like it's so weird the fact that we were raised in such different countries, but we had such a similar high school experience.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I got bullied a lot too.
Oh my God. Like, guys would say like boys are mean.
Boys are mean.
Boys are mean. And you know, I also saw something that said
it almost makes you think like, who's your mom?
literally.
Who raised you?
Like, wow, where'd you get this information from?
Yes.
But you know what it is? It's because a lot of men don't have the capacity, and I have no problem with men, but a lot of men don't have the capacity to be nice to people they're not attracted to, versus women can
you don't have
nice
to be
to people.
You don't have to flirt. And being nice doesn't mean flirting. You just have to be respectful. Like,
but that's the thing. That's what I was saying. Like, I saw a video, and it was saying how, like, why is it that men confuse flirting for niceness? And it's because a lot of men, even if they're not sexually attracted to you, they don't have the capacity to be nice to you if they don't think you're attractive.
that's fucked up.
And when I think back to,
that?
like, I mean, that's Spotify. I don't have any issues with it. You should be fine. I don't care. But that's what I think of when I think about, like, how some boys used to be mean to me, like, in middle school. Or it's like, because my teeth were messed up when I was younger, whenever I would reject someone, that was the first dig they went to. They were like, well, your teeth are effed up anyways. Crazy, right? Crazy. Now everyone's like, oh my God, you have such a pretty smile. I know. I paid for it. It's nice.
I'm thinking of this one guy that I went to school with. Oh my gosh, he was so annoying. So annoying. And like, he moved somewhere else. Like, he's somewhere in Europe right now. And now, I obviously still have a group chat with my friends from high school.
Yeah.
And sometimes we talk about, high school things, or with my best friend that lives in Chile. And we're like, I think he's gay.
You know, there are a lot of men that are gay. I don't know if that's what we're going to get into today.
But it honestly, like, it kind of makes sense.
Why he was, like, so mean?
Yes.
Oh, no.
But yeah, we're not going to get into
I don't know. I don't know if they're ready for that conversation.
Yeah, we're not. We can talk about it off camera.
Yeah, but there are, I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, like, and I think it goes for anyone, like, regardless of, like, your gender, your sexuality, your race. Like, if you're not happy inside, or you don't feel
that's what you're going to
whole,
portray.
Yeah.
And that's how you're going to treat others.
Yeah. It's honestly, like, kind of sad when I think about it. Like, I feel like, to go back to, like, Miami and, like, how people, like, coming here, I feel like a lot of people come here already not happy. And they're looking to find something and build themselves.
It's the sunshine.
I don't know. I mean, you might get a little happier from the sunshine, but it's a hard city.
It is.
It's a very hard city. I've met girls who literally are like, I haven't been able to make friends. Like, I'm so sad. Like, no one wants to be my friend.
Hold on. Stop it right now, because some girls don't make
I'm not talking about that situation.
Because they are the problem.
I'm talking about another situation. But, oh, Lord. But I will agree with you. Yeah, there are some people who...
Some people are just not lucky, but some people are the problem, and we have to acknowledge that.
That's also true. And then also, I'm never, and my friends will sometimes get mad at me for it, but, like, I don't know how to, like, lie.
Oh, me neither.
Like, I don't know how to,
I'm such a bad liar.
If you're doing something and I don't like it, I'm going to tell you.
Yeah, which is perfectly fine. I feel like that's also another reason why we work so good as friends.
Yeah, that's true.
If you wear something that I don't like and you ask me, is this cute? I'm going to tell you, no, it's not. I think people need more honest friends.
I think so too, because at the end of the day, like, you're friends with people, like, you're supposed to uplift them and you're supposed to make them better. Like, I want to be better. I think, like, you should always be better. You should always just be striving for certain things, especially because at the end of the day, you are the product of the 5 people you hang out with the most. And if I'm trying to reach this certain level and I'm trying to become this person.
How am I supposed to bring you down? Like, why would I bring you down? I want you to grow with me.
Exactly.
Because if you grow, I grow.
Exactly. And I've also seen people say, like, you have to be very comfortable with letting
Seeing
go
your
of
friends
people.
grow? Oh.
No, not even that. Like, letting go of people who don't align with your highest self. Because as you grow, not everyone goes. And that doesn't mean you cut them off. That doesn't mean you don't love them. But it's like, you're not really aligning.
We're just not aligned anymore. Yeah.
It's sad. It'd be sad, but it'd be working.
Right here. You're my twin.
Yeah, twin for real.
Yeah.
It's actually crazy. Twin.
Yeah, twin.
No, it's actually so funny because we will like wear the same thing without realizing.
Yeah. Or
It's
like
like-
super bright colors, or
Yeah.
put our hair in the same way.
Oh my
or
gosh,
when we were
yeah.
taking the pictures the other day at the movie screen.
Yes.
We did the same poses. That's crazy.
Because
3
you-
different pictures in the
the
same
same
pose.
exact. But then also, I'm not gonna lie, the model combo, it'd be like this.
Yeah.
I feel like I could get next to like any girl that models, most of them, and we'd be like in sync if they do it. If
They model for real.
for real. Okay, I'm gonna
What do you want to say?
nothing. Okay, if I do want to say something, it's just that I'm going on like 4 years of like, this is about to be my 4th Miami Swim Week.
Okay. This
And
is about to be my 3rd, I think.
Yeah. And I'm not opposed to anyone trying things out at all. Like and I'm here to help. Like
But
I
if
do.
it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
Or not even just that. Like, it's just I'm tired, and honestly, I can't wait until my co-founder comes on because me and her probably gonna talk about this a lot when she comes on.
Cassandra?
But like, yes, Cassandra.
Oh,
But-
I know. I'm looking forward to that
Oh
episode.
Lord. No, it's just that like, it's hard because we own a booking agency, and it's like girls that be like, I want to do this and this and this, but then we give them an opportunity, or we tell them to show up here, and then they don't
They
do
don't
it.
show up.
So it's like you keep saying you want to model, but then you don't do the work.
Mm-hmm.
And like I definitely believe that like you attract things. I believe that the universe gives things to you. I believe that God is always working out for you. But also like you have to jump at the opportunities.
Of course. I was actually talking about it the other day I posted a reel about it. I posted it in Spanish.
Period.
Yeah.
Yo no sé.
And I was talking about consistency
Mm-hmm.
and how being consistent goes with everything.
Yeah.
And you cannot just let everything in the universe's hands, in God's hands, because you also have to put in the work. You have to put in the work. Like, if you want to achieve like a certain goal in your fitness journey, you have to be consistent and go work out every day. And it's not just working out, it's also your diet. You have to be consistent in your diet, eating healthy and hitting like a certain protein goal and like the calories, the macros, all these things. You have to be consistent if you want to model. You have to be doing photo shoots, you have to be posting, you have to be networking with people, doing shows, you have to be reaching out to brands if that's what you want to do. If you want to create content and be a content creator, influencer, whatever, you have to also be consistent in posting content.
Yeah.
Because you never know which one video is the one that's going to go viral. And let's say somebody that wants to create content and be consistent with it, somebody that says, oh, I'm going to post something for 30 days. I'm gonna take a test. I'm gonna do a test for 30 days. I'm gonna post something every single day. If you miss one day, you never know if that is the one video that could possibly change your life. Because it literally only takes one viral video.
Yeah, you're right. It does.
It does. And like, if you miss that, it's like you messed up the whole consistency streak that you had going on. And when you're consistent, you also feel like you deserve things more because you're working for it. And it's like, nobody can tell you no if you're being consistent.
100%.
And you feel like nobody can tell you no if you're being consistent. And if somebody does tell you no, you're gonna be like, you know what? Maybe I'm just asking the wrong person. I'm gonna go
Yes.
ask somebody else, because why wouldn't I be able to achieve something that I'm working towards for?
I 100% agree with you.
Thank you.
I feel like a lot of people get overwhelmed with consistency.
With consistency, yeah.
And I literally tell everyone, I'm like, you do not have to be, because you know how I am. I do like a million things.
You do.
I do a million things. I'm always trying to do something new. But what I always tell myself and what I tell other people is that you do not have to put 100% every single day. Put 2%.
As long as you show up,
Yeah,
that's enough.
literally that. 2%, 5%. Put 1% to every single project, even if it's literally just, okay, I
Even
need
if
to
it's
name
just
something.
research.
Yeah, and people don't realize that that counts as work too.
Yeah.
You have to do so much research. Even like before coming here to film, I did a lot of back end stuff before, just so that when I do have the clips, I'm ready at that point, and I can take it from there. Now, once I have the clips, if I don't do anything with it, that's on me.
That's on you. But you put in the work to get to this point right now.
100%.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, like, I attribute all of my success to my
To being
consistency.
consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I just keep going. Like, even when I take like I'll take like a week off from posting, 2 weeks off, and it shows. But everyone around me will be like, Josie, you don't take breaks. I've never seen you take a break. You're always doing this, that,
Yeah.
and the third.
People notice. People notice.
People notice, or they remember because you've been consistent for so long, that's a habit, and now reflects towards other people. So it's like I can take like 2 weeks off, and I might know this, my close friends might know this, but people who your followers are not following every single thing you do all the time. So when I'm having a conversation with someone in the outside world, and I'm like, oh, I took a break, they're like, no, you didn't.
No, you didn't. Yeah. Because also the algorithm like will show your content in weird ways.
Don't get me started on the algorithm.
But yeah, that's
No,
another topic.
Yeah, the algorithm. I don't get it. And it changes all the time.
It does change all the time.
It changes all the time. And I'm trying to, right now, I really want to get into like Pinterest monetization. But I need to understand the algorithm of
I
Pinterest.
just got accepted to LTK.
Oh, that's a really good one.
Oh,
LTK is a
I'm
really good
so
platform.
excited.
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't logged on to that thing in like 2 years.
But you are on LTK?
Yeah.
Stop. Why did you stop?
Because a lot of the clothes that I would like want to tag
Are not on LTK.
are not on LTK, or they're like sold out, or because the thing is, it's like I rewear my clothes.
Yeah.
I don't get me wrong, I do buy from fast fashion here and there, but I don't buy from fast fashion, wear it once, and then throw it away. So like a lot of times people will be like, oh my God, that's so cute. I'm like, it's from Pretty Little Thing from last year. So when I go to finally wear that thing and tag it, it's not
there anymore. Yeah. That happened to me when I was trying to tag some things the other day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it got frustrating, but
Yeah.
I feel like
That's why I went on this shopping spree at Opali.
I love Opali though.
I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna buy cute little dresses, and it's gonna work out for going to Kiki on the River, going out, posting them, doing like a little get ready with me, or what's it called? Like a haul.
Yeah.
Like a try on haul. And it's also gonna work out for my LTK because it's from the new collection, and I'm gonna be able to link it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be able to do 5 things with all these dresses.
That's exactly what I like. You're in there. That makes so much sense. Like, even when I go to like Pretty Little Thing, I go to the showroom, I just get their stuff, I come to the studio, do everything I need to do,
Yeah.
and post immediately. That's why I'm glad, at least with them, they have such a strict like posting, like you have to get everything done within the month.
Yeah.
And they give you so many options. But it's like, if it wasn't for that, I low-key like would have, like, I don't know how I would have kept up with buying clothes. Because that's the thing with being a content creator, is that like
It's an investment.
it's an investment. You do have to like, to show the brands that you align with them, you have to build an aesthetic.
Yeah.
And the aesthetic has to match them. And then you have to have sample content because they need to see that you're posting similar to them.
Yeah.
And then it's like, there's a lot of times where I have favorite brands. I wear a lot of the same brands, where I will buy their things and just consistently wear and post in the hopes that maybe they one day want to work with me. But I also don't insist that they do. Like, there's one brand, I buy all their stuff. They've never responded to wanting to work with me. I still buy their stuff because I like their
Because
stuff.
you like it, yeah. Just because somebody doesn't want to work with you and you like their brand doesn't mean that you're going to stop buying it. I mean,
Exactly
at least that doesn't mean.
No,
for me.
definitely not. Because I still like your stuff regardless. And then it's also
Exactly.
like, you have how many people contacting you?
Maybe they haven't even seen it.
Well, you know what? When I start to pay attention more, I'm like, they don't even work with influencers. Like, because they don't have to. Their marketing strategy is so good, they sell out regardless. Damn. Marketing's important.
Who's this brand?
You know, I absolutely love Body by Raven Tracy.
Oh, yeah.
I absolutely love Body by Raven Tracy. And I really want to work with that brand one day, either as a model or as an influencer.
Yeah.
I don't think they really work with influencers, but whenever they do, I will literally submit every single picture I've ever taken. I'll be like, please, please, please work with me. Please. I absolutely love the entire aesthetic because that entire brand is so body inclusive. They have a super wide range of shades. And I'm also like, I'm a relatively minimalistic person with pops of color. So I like something that I can just put it on. It's one color, call it a day.
Yeah.
And then accessorize. I'm trying to figure out what else I want to talk. I've talked to you about your family.
Aesthetics.
Oh, yeah, since we're on the topic of that. You have been posting like crazy. And how do you like post and not worry about like being aesthetic? Because like that's something that I worry about it here and there, but I also don't worry about it because it's gonna drive me crazy.
Me neither.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I don't. I used to.
Same.
And I feel like I used to have, like a year or two ago, I was really paying attention to it. And it looked so pretty. It was like the most gorgeous beachy vibes and colorful.
And you
like,
had the fillers. You had the filler pictures.
Oh, yeah. I was like, what fillers? I've never done anything to my face.
Girl, no. No, I know you, trust me. I'm natural.
But yeah, it was so pretty. But then I realized it wasn't really good for my engagement. And because I was posting a lot of like photo dumps and I was posting my reels on my main grid and putting like the covers that would match my aesthetic. And I don't think it went with my own aesthetic. And I feel like my aesthetic is just not caring and posting whatever I want.
No, I agree with you. Honestly, like, I've had because I have a couple friends that come to me and they ask me about like it's like advice for Instagram and like what to do.
You're like, I don't know.
No, literally, because it's like at the end of the day, I do too much to overstress myself.
Yeah.
And I do love things being aesthetic, and I try to like naturally. I guess I have my own aesthetic, and that shows. But at the end of the day, like I'm not gonna drive myself crazy. Like there's one thing that I get asked is like, how do you keep your feed going, and how do you keep your feed looking coherent? And that's not something I worry about. I just post and I consciously like keep in mind like you're gonna consciously look at your feed and be like, oh, I want to post this next. Or even if it doesn't flow, it's going to eventually flow.
Yeah.
Because everyone has their own colors that they gravitate to. Like I love whites and browns and blues. I'm
like
very
colorful.
beachy. Yeah, you love your orange and your reds and your hot pinks.
Yes.
Yeah, so I get it. So that's honestly, I love that. So you really like you don't care.
I don't really care, no. But what I've been doing is that whenever I post a reel, I just post it to my reels grid, and then on my feed posts, it's just pictures. And I've realized that since I go to Kiki on the River so much, all my feed is nightlife, and it's all like all the background is always pretty. I feel like dark and brown, or either a green, or has a Kiki sign. And then it's pretty much like nightlife outfits too. So I guess that's my aesthetic now.
Yeah.
But it's not on purpose. Like it's just how it's worked out.
Even like hearing you say you work in nightlife, how do you feel about working in nightlife? Or like how do you think it is versus how people think it is?
I think it's a lot. Okay. The thing is, I feel like I work in nightlife, but I'm not really like a promoter.
Yeah, no, you're not.
Like I'm not really booking tables, or like I'm just at a table to have fun and be with my friends and take cute pictures and then post them. I'm pretty much there to promote the place and not really sell tables or bring people. I'm pretty much there just to make the place look pretty.
Yeah.
In a way.
But does it ever get like tiring? Because you're there like.
It does. It does get tiring. And I feel like it takes a lot of energy.
It does.
Because you have to look like you're having fun. And most of the times I do have fun.
Yeah.
Because I'm with girls that I already know, and we all do this. And I get along with them. But sometimes, like, it's it can be exhausting. Sometimes the same songs, the same people, the same food, not knowing what to wear. But at the end of the day, I always think that it's a fun job.
It is.
And there's people who go and party and spend money, and there's people who go and party for free, and I'm getting paid to go and party. And I feel like that's, looking at it that way has made me be more grateful about it and not like a little bitch.
Honestly, yeah, I get that. Yeah, because that's also one thing is it's like, one, like, there's being a girl in Miami, and then there's just like being really well connected and not having to like put up with a lot of things that most people would have to.
Yes.
And for that, I'm very grateful.
Yeah.
And I think that's what makes it like more enjoyable to go out when I do have to go out.
Yes, and I feel like
yeah.
when I go to Kiki, I feel like I'm in a safe space because I know everybody now, and I'm always at the same table, and people are literally taking care of us. People have eyes on us, like the people that work there, I mean. And I don't really get hit on men like most guys think I would do. Like, I am sure you meet so many guys like you can.
I feel like that's all of us though. I have a conversation with every single beautiful woman I know, and they all say the same thing. Like, guys think that we're getting like attacked, and it's
we're
like,
not.
no, we're not.
We're not.
No.
You wanna go through my DMs?
Yeah, just listen. I do that. DM switch. We can do it right now. You're not gonna see anything interesting.
Exactly.
Like, it's the same. Like, what? 3 people that have been relentless for the past like 4 years.
Yeah,
that
I never respond.
No.
Yeah, no.
Any like, and I'm also a very like I know what I want type of person.
Me too.
So like whenever like
I think.
Yeah, I think
know,
you are too.
I know what I want.
Yeah,
right?
because
right?
it's like I think you do because it's like I say yes. Like when guys ask me out, I say yes. It's like if there's potential, I say yes.
Yeah.
I very rarely say no.
I be saying no sometimes.
I'm not gonna lie.
It
never gets to the point where I can say no because I think they feel it off me that I'm just like, back.
What do you mean?
Like, I don't ever really say no. Like the guys that ask me out, they kind of feel that I would say yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I'm very much like.
Well, you know,
away.
I went out last night.
How was? Yeah.
And like I met this guy once, and then he invited me out, right?
Mhm.
And I feel like I could have said no.
Okay, I have been on dates where I'm like I should have said no.
Yeah.
I should have said no.
Yeah.
And yeah, I get that. But you wanted to just. I feel like sometimes you feel like. Okay,
Sometimes
maybe I
just be doing
should.
shit.
Yeah, you do. I'm not gonna lie. You be doing shit for the plot. You are for the plotter. Like Barbara be like, why don't you just go on a date for like the funsies? I'm like, because I don't like him and I have better things to do with my life. What do you mean?
It's for the funsies.
Girl, no, it's not gonna be fun. Because you know what? I think you're better at just being able to like sit there and have a good time with someone you don't like. I'm not. It's either you're my friend or I'm interested in you. And if you're my friend, then we're just going grabbing food. I eat with my friends all the time.
I just be doing shit low key.
I love that for you. I tried and I was just like,
what am I doing here?
Get me out of here right now.
Yeah. That was low key mean last night.
And I end up on like, I feel like I get bamboozled into dates.
What do you mean?
I get bamboozled into dates.
Like people manipulate you into dating them?
Like it'll be like, oh my god, like we're gonna hang out. It's gonna be like a bunch of us, and then it's just.
And
like
then it's just you two.
Yes, and I'm like, you got me there. You thought you were gonna get me there. No.
Damn.
I bet you didn't know that I'm a finicky person, so you got me here, but I'm leaving.
Oh yeah.
I'm so quick.
Yeah.
I'm so quick, but
as
also,
you should. Like what the hell?
No, because like, who made you think that you can bamboozle me? I'm the bamboozler. It's not gonna work. But I also just feel like dating. I don't like talking negatively about dating in Miami because I also feel like you're gonna find your person. And I
had this conversation last night actually.
Really?
I feel like because he was telling me how he was dating somebody for. Wait, how did we even get to this conversation? I think he asked me, why am I single?
I hate that question.
I feel like that starts a lot.
It does.
Like, that question can go so many different ways.
I'm still traumatized from the last, like, boat we went on. The guy was just like, all of you people here are single. And I'm like, yeah.
Because you're easy.
I was like,
You need to play hard to get.
I was like, first of all,
You don't know me.
first of all, I'm basically celibate, so like, leave me alone. Like, what do you like? You don't. And then he was like, I think he was like, he was asking about our previous relationships, and he was like, the last guy you were with, he was trash, right? And I'm like, no, every single man I've been with has been a really good guy, and I'm good terms.
I was talking about it last night too. On my close friend story.
Yeah.
I was like, every single guy that I've ever dated in the past is cool as hell. Like, these guys are cool.
Yeah, like, I ain't got no problem with any of my exes. I'm like, they're great.
Same.
Great men. Yeah, I'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
My Shayla. My Shayla. It's fine.
My Shayla. Anyways, moving on.
But you went on this date with this guy.
Oh yeah, and we were like talking about dating in Miami, and I was like, you know what? Like, I feel like you are what you think you are,
100%.
and you attract what you think too.
Mm-hmm.
And as long as you think that dating in Miami is trash, it's gonna be trash.
Yeah.
And as long as you keep like being in the same environment, and if you keep trying to meet people at parties and all these like gatherings that are not necessarily healthy, the people that you're gonna date are not gonna be necessarily healthy.
Yeah, I always say, and don't get me wrong, because like God has this thing where I say like, this isn't gonna happen, and then he's like,
And then
oop,
it doesn't happen?
Oop. No, he's like, oh,
He plays with you.
Oh, like maybe I should open your mind more. But I have this thing where I honestly feel like I'm not gonna meet my man out, like in the club.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because of the purpose why men go to the club.
And we were talking about it on the boat.
Yeah. And even the men that we were talking about, because we were on this boat and we had this super open like conversation. We were on a yacht. We were on like a mega yacht. But we were having like a super open conversation. It was crazy. Like you would think that people would be out here like partying, drinking.
Yeah.
No,
you would think we went on this yacht to party and drink and do crazy things.
No.
No, we were talking about relationships.
And we were sitting in a circle, just all talking about relationships.
Yeah.
We were all being like harassed by this one guy who started the entire conversation. But we were talking about relationships.
I'm
and
so
the men
glad
there,
I got late to this conversation. I'm so glad I missed like most of it.
the funniest thing is that his messed up perception, the guy that he had joined the conversation, he thought he was going to agree with him, and he didn't.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I noticed.
And he was like, no.
No, you're wrong.
You're wrong. But
But yeah, you were
Anyways.
saying.
I forgot my train of thought. It's
Oh,
gone.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. But back to what you were saying with this guy, like you were what you get is what you attract.
Mm-hmm.
Dating in Miami, you think it's gonna be like, I personally never say that like I'm like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I do get discouraged sometimes and I'll say like, oh, like this sucks. But outside of that, like I do feel like I'm gonna meet someone here, and I do feel like I'm gonna meet someone in general.
Exactly.
And even if it's not here, like I'm gonna meet someone in general. Whoever is for me, like at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not too worried.
That's what I think too.
And also, like I said earlier, you know, I don't think I'm gonna find my man at the club. Personally, I don't, because you're going out there to find
Somebody to
you
go
just wanna
home
have
with.
yeah, you just want to have a good time, and no tea, no shade.
Nothing wrong with it, but that's not gonna be me.
No, it's not gonna be. I always tell people, I'm like, everyone thinks I'm all fun and games.
I was gonna cough.
Like either drink water or like.
You reminded me of whenever you were drinking water. You reminded me of when you blew the candle on your birthday.
Oh yeah.
You made it in the weirdest way.
I did. I don't know what was wrong with me. I was overstimulated. I was overstimulated. I became overstimulated.
How? It was just your friends.
That was Sunday, right?
Yeah, that's
'Cause-
when I met.
I actually saw him out the other day.
Of course you did.
I know. It's a warning sign. Like, I feel like if you go out and you see the same people every single time without a purpose, it's like, what are you doing? Because I go to the same place, like, all the time, but I know the people who work there, and they're my friends. So I kind of just go because...
Why are you here though?
Yeah.
Who do you know?
Literally, because I go because it's a safe environment. I just want to dance. I don't want to be bothered. When I go, I put myself in an area where men cannot talk to me. Even though they can all see me.
Why though?
Because the men that go there, I
Okay.
don't like them.
Then why do you go there?
Because I like the music. Not, I don't always go out for men. Like, I go
know.
out just to, like,
I know.
I just
I
want to
do.
dance. You do? No, as you
No,
should.
actually, I feel like I kind of balance it out a little bit.
Yeah, I feel
Because
like
I do go out just to have fun and not necessarily to meet people, because I know that I'm not going to meet my man
Yeah.
outside. And if I do meet guys when I'm out, I know what they want. And I know that's not what I want, so I'm gonna just end up ignoring them.
Yeah, I mean, that's valid. Honestly, like, the place that I go out a lot, one, I go out there because they're my friends. So I know I'm going to have a good time. And then two, like, the places where I am going out where, like, I would meet a guy, then they're not playing the music that I like. And they're not, and
It's all uns.
yeah, it's all uns, or it's all, like, freaking, like, hip-hop from, like, the early 2000s. Like, I don't know why we only play the same, like, 6 new songs mixed with, like, 50 old songs. And, like, I just want to be free and just dance and, like, not worry about, like, being hypersexualized because of how I dance. Because that's also another thing. If I'm, like, going out and, like, there's a guy that I am interested in, I'm not going to, like, go crazy, like, when I dance to Afro beats. I'm probably going to be a little bit more reserved because I'm going to give you the wrong idea.
Yeah.
Now, when I go to what I call my home, okay. When I go
What
to
did you
to wrap it up.
Okay.
When I go to what I call my home, I'm just free and I'm just having a good time. Happy, dancing, releasing trauma, because
Moving your
dancing
hips.
releases trauma. But I'm not gonna lie, I feel like we talked about, like, everything under the sun.
Okay.
And I love that because that's what I wanted this to be.
Yeah.
I wanted that to be.
I wanted to ask you if you had, like, if there was anything else on your.
On my list, honestly, we talked about like everything that I will talk about pertaining to you.
Okay.
Modeling, mindset, gym, your family. We got a little, like, tea. We threw some tea in there. So I think we're, like, honestly, I think we're getting close to our time. And I'm really sad because I would sit here and yap forever.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, me too.
But my producer is telling me that I need to wrap it up, and that's fine. But Barbara, thank you so much for coming on here.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for being my guinea pig so early in the morning.
Anytime.
Aw, I'm excited. I can't wait to see.
I'm excited too, and honestly, talking to you for hours feels like 10 minutes.
So I'm really sad. We've been super cozy, but I gotta wrap it up with Get Cozy with Josie. I'll see you guys on the next episode, which airs every other Wednesday. And until then, and also please follow Barbara.
Barbara Solorzano. Barbara Solorzano. Oh.
You can find me on all socials at Get Cozy with Josie's Pod and at Josie Lentner. Until then, stay cozy.
Bye.